your QRZ web page. All right then. Yeah, very good. All right, Walter. Thank you. Thank you very much for your check-in. And sorry, I didn't look at my radio. Give me one more transmission, and I'll give you the signal strength. You're coming in quite good, actually. Yeah, the condition. What I noticed today, the local signals are coming in like crazy. Very, very good signal, but the stations over Lake Ontario. I'm very close to the lake here in Hamilton, so over the water is not the greatest. And what I'm going to blame that on, because the temperature when it goes up and down and whatnot, there's lots of evaporation happening. And technically, actually, when we go down like very, very cold, Lake Ontario is steaming. We may not going to be able to see that, and could be that steam is blocking the signal a bit. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. If your antenna, it's not that windy outside, far as I can tell, but your signal went to an S6 and all the way down to a S1, and it was going up and down, up and down. It's almost like if you're using a really long antenna, then you're transmitting up to the sky and down to the earth. So like going up and down. Okay, I have an explanation for everything. So I'm going to say there was an airplane going between us, and that's what blocked the signal. Uh, yeah, you can take a look at it actually. If you go to the YouTube channel there, and if you go to YouTube and put in Victor Alpha 3 Victor Alpha Delta, it should come up with the today's date. Today is the 18th of January 2023. And you should be able to see your signal, and you're going to crank it to 53 minutes. 53 minutes into the transmission. Just slide it over to the 53 minutes mark, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Your signal is going up and down for some reason. Yeah, it's always there. Yeah, we leave it there, and for the future generations, they can. When your grandchildren are going to become ham radio operators, hey, look, that's where Grandpa is there. Hey, you know what? I have three daughters, so I know this is going very fast. Like they're born today, and 2 days later they are 18, and then you have to chase the boys away with a sort of shotgun. Yeah, I know. All right, Walter. Thank you very much for your check-in. And hey, I may have some more children, but I don't know about that. So hey, I was a bad sailor, so what can I say? I always say when somebody says, "How many children do you have?" I know three of them, three daughters, but I may have 16 girls or boys or whatever. I'm too scared to give my DNA test to the DNA bank over there. So like I would not give out my DNA test because I would have to buy a bigger table at the Christmas at Christmas time, so everybody was able to sit. Well, what can I tell you? The smart people, they always have a dual purpose. And
so late, but we might as well keep it going. We need all the celebration we can get. Nothing much to add, but we'll just listen on. Back to you, Chris, the A3TM.
Yep, sounding great. No noise, no background noise at all, and nice clear audio. So no problem at all there, Tom. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, let's keep it going, and let's hope the weather stays pretty warm too. We got freezing rain tomorrow morning. Everyone be careful out there. There is a freezing rain warning out, but at least it's not snow. Any other check-ins for this edition of the Burlington Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net before we shut her down for V3 RWJ? Last call. Any more check-ins for this edition of the net? Please go ahead. Okay, that's it for this week. Well, this has been the Burlington Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net for January 18th, 2023. Thanks to everyone who checked in. We had 21 check-ins in 28 minutes. It wouldn't be a successful net without all the great participation we get. And we will be back next Wednesday at 7:30 local time. In the meantime, check out our groups.io. And if you're not in the club, you can still follow us on Twitter at V3CJ. That's at Victor Echo 3 Charlie Juliet. Good luck to everyone in the contest this weekend. We'll probably talk about it next Wednesday. 73 V3 RWJ.
Chris.
VE3 RWJ, VA3 Golf Echo Quebec.
Yeah, go ahead, Gord. VA3GEQ, V3RWJ.
Yes, Chris, you didn't find me on your list there, so this is the first time I've been on this net. I've been on the Fusion net on Mondays a few times. I'm new to the club, and I'm sitting on a portable in Galena Creek, so I just was able to get in tonight. So very, very good net. Thank you.
Thanks. Glad you like it. I should say, if anyone has feedback about the net, suggestions, things they want to hear, maybe news items they don't care for, whatever, I am good on QRZ.com. If you look me up on QRZ.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir, tout le monde, et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG, for Wednesday, January the 18th, 2023. Today marks 1,531 weeks that AREG has been on the air consecutively. My name is Chuck, and my station is located by the Center Mall in Hamilton. This net is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430 megahertz. And we also stream the net live on YouTube, so people who tune in can hear how they sound into my station and see their signal strength and see my station. Just type in my call sign into the YouTube search box and look for us live or under the title AREG Week 1531, 1531. That's for tonight. Okay, so lastly, we just ask that you please leave us a 2-second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. May I now have check-ins for this evening's AREG?
VA3XJ.
All right. Well, that sounds like an enthusiastic check-in. VA3AXJ number 1. Come on in, Rick.
Yeah, how's it going there, Chuck? It's gonna be a quickie tonight because I got a lot of work to do tomorrow and the next couple of weeks. Gonna gut my room out and get it ready for paint and that. At first, I gotta find out where I'm gonna put everything out of the room to get started.
Oh yeah. Lots of work is right. We just finished putting away our Christmas stuff there, so now I'm I need to straighten out my area down here in the basement because it's all mixed in, right? I've got my radio shack, and right beside it is where all my tools and shelves are, and they're not as neat as I'd like them. So it'll be time to do that now that we're into the colder. Well, this is the mildest winter we've seen so far, Rick. So we got that to be thankful for, right?
That's for one thing, yeah. Thank God for that, eh? But not over yet. Yeah, I got shelves to take down and walls to fix, and all the prime prepping stuff to do, and yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I figure a week to fix it up to get it ready to go, and then paint it, and that's it. Well, the last time I done it was I don't know, probably 8 years ago. So I needs it.
Yeah, I hear you. I know I have to power wash the front deck there once the weather gets nice. Didn't do it last year there, and she's due for a good spray wash there, make it look like new. Because nothing's painted. They just put up straight wood here on the front porch. So it's amazing what a good power wash can do. But for now, it's going to be indoor stuff for me as well.
Yeah, I don't want to really do this, but it's gotta get done. I put it that way. Yeah, I know. Tired of myself right now just thinking about it. But you know what? Once I get started, I won't stop until it's done.
Yeah, you're like me. So one last thing, Rick, how's your back?
Could be better. Could be better, but I just gotta watch what I do. As far as ladder work goes, I get the kid to do that. He'll get up on the ladder for me. Other than that, I gotta stay flat on my feet. I don't think I want to be climbing the ladders right now.
All right. Okay, Rick. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, and try not to get too down on yourself. Once you start working, you kind of get into it, and time just goes by, and next thing you know, time has gone by. So thanks for checking in, Rick. If you hang out for a few minutes longer, that'd be great. If not, no problem. We'll talk to you again soon. And if you do hang around and want to say goodbye, please jump in.
Yeah, we'll do that. Might last another half hour, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, VA3XJ. We'll be listening for a bit.
All right, very good, Rick, from the downtown area of Hamilton here, VA3AXJ. And before we continue on, I'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone who's joining us on the YouTube live stream. So far, Jesus, we've got Wade, VA3NCA. We've got Michael from Arkansas, KI5SPA. Mac, I believe he's in Windsor. How's it going, Mac? How's work going down there? And VA3IMW. Hope everything is going well with you. Okay, and Kevin, VE3KKP. Welcome, everyone. Nice to see you there. So let's do a call out and see who else would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Unfortunately, we won't have a relay station until later, maybe, if PDL has a broke back antenna. And Larry LBI, he's another strong station on the hill there, but he usually doesn't show up till later. So we'll just make do with what we can. If there are stations out there that I cannot hear and you can, please let me know. So let's mark down everyone that we've got into the logbook. Like I said, we've got Wade. Mike. Mike is next. We'll have to put him in there. Okay, and then Mac and Kevin. Very good. Okay. Anyone else out there wishing to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ, Chuck in Hamilton. I guess everybody's hunting down those late check-ins for POTA there. POTA must be good. I know this morning I was on the air and noticed I grabbed several stations quite easily. Where were they, on 20 or 40 meters? I can't remember. Oh, 20 meters this morning. Yeah. Right between 10:30 and noon. Smoking. I got like 8 contacts without hardly trying. So pretty stoked about that. And I thought we'd ask people out there if they would like to share their newly acquired awards from POTA. I got 2 of them recently. I got the 50 contacts with the same activator. That was VE3LJW, Dave. And so I got that award, and I got the 6 meter 6-pack, it's called. And so those are my 2 latest ones there. And we're just over the 200 award mark, working our way up slowly but surely. So if anyone out there would like to share that with us here on the group or on YouTube, please, by all means. For now, let's see if there's anyone else out there who would like to check in with us. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA. I've already got you in the logbook there, Wade. What was I doing? Putting you in twice. Anyhow, good evening and welcome there. How are things going with you, Wade?
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. It's going really well. I've got you with a little bit of noise, but nice and clear to me in Dundas tonight. I got to the radio to make it official. So this is the RF check-in portion of the net, I suppose. Not much else is going on, I think. I haven't received any recent POTA awards, but this weekend's POTA activities. This weekend is your Parks weekend for the winter of 2023. So any hunting or activating done between Friday at 7 p.m. until Sunday at 7 p.m. So the 2 days for Saturday, Sunday UTC time, which is local time for those local, is 7 p.m. Friday till 7 p.m. Sunday. Anyways, anybody who makes a POTA contact as a hunter or an activator will get an activator or a hunter award for support their parks this weekend. So, get out there and activate and hunt. Back to you, Chuck, and thanks for doing it, VA3NCA.
Wow, what a great way to pull people in, eh? One check-in in a 48-hour period. That's awesome. Yeah, this Parks on the Air on amateur radio there is just taking off big time. It's gaining a lot of popularity, I noticed over the past year. And that's good. And so, yeah, one contact with a park anywhere in the world will get you an award over the weekend. Very good, Wade. Thank you for that. And there are a couple of contests that are coming up this weekend that a lot of people are excited about. I don't know if Arpad's going to be excited, but the Hungarian DX contest is on this weekend. And we have the North American QSO party for sideband this weekend. We got the North American Collegiate Championship. That's for sideband this weekend. And we've got the ARRL January VHF contest. And on top of that, you'll have Support Your Parks weekend. So it's going to be pretty active there. What do you think, Wade?
Yeah, roger that. It could be a busy weekend on the air for sure. Yeah, so I might get out and activate. I know Dave of VA3CP is planning to get out and activate. I think Kevin might, and I think Vanya was talking about it too. So there might be a lot of active activators this weekend, local as well as abroad, for the Support Your Parks weekend. They actually have 4 of these, so they have them. They're each the 3rd full weekend of January, April, July, and October. So each of the seasons. So it's a lot of fun, and yeah, if you can activate, head out and activate, you'll get an award. And if you want to hunt, you can do that too and also get an award. So lots of fun. And yeah, should be make for busy band conditions at least. So back to Chuck.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of band conditions, I didn't even get to check out that video that I posted on our Facebook, AREG Facebook page from the space weather lady there, Tamitha Scove. And we've had a lot of solar activity lately. And so it'll be interesting to see what this weekend is like. But usually when there's contests on, it could get busy as a beehive. You never know. But anyways, Wade, why don't you tell us whereabouts you're at there with some numbers or your last award or like I said, I'm just over 200 parks, maybe 215 or so by now. So how about you?
Well, I'm not as prolific as some of them. Let's see, I've got 480 parks hunted. Next award at 500. I've activated 13 parks, and I guess I got awarded. One I've been chasing a little bit more is the hunted U.S. states. I need 5 more. I guess 4 with the wild card. So, but Alaska, Arizona, Hawaii, Oregon, and looks like Washington. Those seem to be difficult for me to reach. So let's see. I don't know. What was the last one I got here? I guess I got. The last one I would have got was making contacts as an activator in the first week of the year. That's another special event that they have. Is if you hunt or activate the first week of a new year, you'll get an award as an activator and as a hunter. And so I made sure I got out and did that. Yeah, it's a great activity, and the awards are just sort of a little goal to reach for. So makes for a fun time, for sure.
Absolutely, it does. I mean, yeah. Dave was out today, as a matter of fact, but he was on 3 bands. I could only hear him on 1. He was on 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and 40 meters, I think. And I couldn't hear him on 70 centimeters or even on 40 meters. Quite noisy for me, but yeah. So yeah, that's good. Then a lot of the local guys are probably planning on doing some more outdoor because, like I said, the weather's just been great. You don't want to be trudging into an area where you might get stuck in a foot and a half of snow. You know what I mean? Okay, Wade. Well, thank you for checking in. Geez, you're the second check-in on the radio. So let's see if there's anyone else out there waiting in the wings who'd like to check in with us. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Anyone, anywhere. Please come now. Okay. Let's see. No new check-ins there. Oh, they're all talking about linking the repeaters down there in Windsor or Detroit. So very good then. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. What's next? Okay. Oh, there's the Simcoe Hamfests for this year coming up fairly soon. Where did I see that? There it is. The Simcoe County Hamfests. There's one that starts May 13th, Saturday, May 13th, 2023. And that's at starts at 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. Admission is free. There's a tune-in, talk-in frequency, 146.55 megahertz. So that's for the Simcoe County Hamfest. That'll be at 1989 Sunnydale Road, Springwater Township. So again, May 13th, and then they have another one, September 16th, again on a Saturday, and that's two of them in 2023. So good for them. We may have to travel down there and check it out. Okay, temperature here near the Center Mall in Hamilton is 4.7 degrees Celsius. Can't believe it. That's amazing. And like everyone's been saying there's talk of freezing rain possible. So when you go out early in the morning or late at night there, careful what you first step on, because the first one might be a doozy. So be careful of those conditions. Okay, anyone else out there would like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3 CJZ. Looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere? All right, tough crowd tonight. What can I say? I did hear Reggie from Australia. Well, he checked in with us last week, and I just heard him on a repeater, I think in Toronto earlier this evening, and he's sounding okay. That's prayers and thoughts are going out to Reggie in Australia, VK6BQQ, and so we hope he gets well soon. Okay, and where was I? I was going to pull up my documents on this day. We'll start off with birthdays. All right. Barbed wire was first invented. The barbed wire was invented in 1813 by a guy named Joseph Glidden. Now, I don't know if Glidden is the same guy that made the paint company as well, Glidden Paints, but it's around the same time too. That's interesting. Okay, inventor of the barbed wire, Joseph Glidden, born on this day in 1813. And then we have Thomas A. Watson, born on this day in 1854. Well, guess who? He's an American inventor, and he was the assistant to Alexander Graham Bell, inventing the telephone, and he was born in Salem, Massachusetts. So 1854, Thomas Watson, and he passed away in 1934. All right. The author of the Winnie the Pooh books has a birthday today. His name is A. Milne, Milne. He's I think he was in England. He was born in Middlesex. Oliver Hardy. You guys remember Laurel and Hardy, the old black and white short movies? He has a birthday today. He was born in 1892. And he passed away in 1957. Born in Harlem, Georgia. Happy birthday, Oliver Hardy. Cary Grant has a birthday today, 1904. He was born. Passed away in 1986. He was British. I didn't know that. He was born in Bristol, England. Danny Kaye celebrates a birthday today in heaven. He was born on this day in 1911. He's an American comedian, actor, dancer, singer, everything. He did everything. Born in Brooklyn, New York, and he passed away in 1987. All right, so we'll hold it for now, and let's check and see if anyone else out there would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are streaming the net live on YouTube. You just put my call sign in the YouTube search box and look for us live there. But if anyone wants to check in on the radio, please come now. Wow. Okay, then. Nothing heard so far. Maybe I'll have to check my squelch. So let's see now. Yeah, I mentioned my stats there, Wade. If you're still listening, I've got 240 now. I said 215 earlier. So my next Unique Parks Award will be at 300. And I'm still working on my 100 late shift hunter contacts there. I'm only at 73. And I've probably got about 22 states to get. Some of them I get constantly. Of course, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Illinois, all the northeastern states are a lot easier. Except, do I have Maryland? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one more call out and see if anyone else is out there would like to join us here on the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ looking for check-ins. Well, I did have the squelch turned up a fair bit, so we just turned it down. So in case somebody's trying to break in, we can hear them. All right, let's keep going back to birthdays. Ray Dolby. You've seen the Dolby name on your stereo systems and sound systems. Well, that's his name, Ray Dolby. He celebrates a birthday today, born in 1933. Passed away in 2013. He was an American engineer, sound expert, and inventor. The Dolby Noise Reduction System. Born in Portland, Oregon. Gilles Villeneuve was born today in 1950. He passed away in 1982, though. He's a Canadian auto racer, world F1 runner-up in 1979 for Ferrari, and he was born in Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, Quebec. Now, who doesn't know the name Ted DiBiase? If you've ever watched WWF or WWE, you'll know Ted DiBiase. 1954, so he's still alive. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. Kevin Costner has a birthday today. He turned 68. He was born in 1955 in Los Angeles, California. Happy birthday, Kevin Costner. Mark Messier. Happy birthday, Mark Messier. 62 years young today. Born in 1961. He's the Canadian NHL center for Edmonton and then New York Rangers. Born in Edmonton, Alberta. That's it for birthdays. Quite the big names in there. And so we'll wait to carry on here. But for now, let's see if anyone else is out there would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. Oh, geez. How am I supposed to enjoy my coffee and a cigarette when I'm doing all the talking? All right. Pretty quiet night tonight. Only 2 check-ins via the radio. Let's see if we can get a third one. This is VA3 CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Looking for your check-in. Please come now. Oh, that's funny. All right. Looks like Mac and Kevin are both taking full advantage of the chat feature here on the YouTube live stream. If anyone else would like to check it out, you just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box, and you can listen and watch the net live. Okay, then. So let's go back to our list of famous birthdays and people passing away. With now we're done with birthdays. Let's go to people who passed away on this day in history. Rudyard Kipling. He was an English author. You might remember the book Jungle Book. As a matter of fact, he wrote that book and many others. Passed away at the age of 70 in 1936. Charles Ponzi is the next person who died on this day in 1949. You've heard of the Ponzi scheme? Well, it's named after him, Charles Carlo Ponzi. He's an Italian con man, and he did his cons in the United States. He passed away at the age of 66. Now, I know you guys will know this next name, Curly Howard. He's one of the Three Stooges. He passed away on this day in 1952 of a stroke at the age of 48. Of course, Curly Howard is one of the Three Stooges. Next, we've got Minnesota Fats, who passed away on this day in 1996 at the ripe old age of 82. He was billed here as a billiard hustler. There's a famous movie with Paul Newman and Jackie Gleason. I think it was called Minnesota Fats. All right, Canadian actor Al Waxman passed away on this day in 2001. I've seen him on, what was it, the King of Kensington, I think it was, when I was younger. And now let's go to wrestling. Edward the Sheik Farhat, or Farhat, American professional wrestler. He was born in 1926, passed away in 2003. If it's the same Sheik I'm thinking of, unless it's the Iron Sheik I'm thinking of, bald-headed guy. Anyways, he was a great wrestler, great showman. Glenn Frey passed away 2016 on this day. He's an American Grammy Award-winning guitarist, singer, songwriter for the Eagles. So 7 years ago on this day, he was 67 years old. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Looking for check-ins. Please come now.
I'm a check-in.
Well, then check in with Chuck. Good evening, VE3KKP.
I would like to check in with Chuck. My call sign's VE3KKP.
Yay! Your check-in number 3. After half an hour. Well, we do have 5 in total, but that's through the YouTube stream. We've got 3 there as well. So, yeah, very good.
Yeah, I was trying to get a hold of Chuck there. Or, not Chuck, I got a hold of Chuck. I was trying to check in with Mac, but yeah, I was going through the kitchen or repeater through IRLP. I connected fine. I can hear him. He just can't hear me. I'm finding it strange because I can hear the repeater. Like, I can hear it identify. I can hear everything, but I couldn't hear. But Matt can't hear me. I don't know. Anyway, well, we'll figure that out when he comes back. We'll fool around with it and try to understand what was going on.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't duplexing then for some strange reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is tied. It shows me the 2 meter side, the frequency, and that's what he was talking back on. I'm not sure if I was transmitting on the 440 side of that repeater in Windsor. But anyway, we talked on Echolink during through the Detroit repeater. We talked on Echolink during Lake Ontario Net.
Okay, so is he Canadian side or U.S. side?
Yeah, he's in Windsor. He was just talking across the river on Detroit's repeater, and then we were talking on Windsor's repeater. So.
Oh, very good, very good. So yeah, today I couldn't hear Dave except for on 2 meters. Where was he, anyways?
He's at Christie's Conservation Area up on Highway 5.
Yeah, I know where it is. It's I can only hear him on the 2 meters there. I couldn't hear him on 40 meters or 70 centimeter.
That's weird, eh? Yeah, that's a far trip. Oh, you couldn't hear him on 40, eh?
No, I had a bunch of noise though. So yeah, like I could make out that he was talking, but that was about it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the strongest today. The band wasn't that great. I was losing him on 70 centimeter. He was kind of up and way down and all over the place. It was weird. But I got him on 20 as well, but that was like a 5.5 on 20 meters.
Oh, he went to 20 as well?
Yeah, I just happened to catch him there. I didn't look for him there. I just seen he was there when I went there, so I got a hold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a phone appointment with my diabetes specialist there today. Right after I couldn't hear him on 40 anymore. That's when I pretty much got my call. So at least I got one in with him today.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll be down at Waterworks tomorrow, I think. So if you, you got your 6 meter work. I'm gonna try for 6, working some people on 6, so I can get that band down for. I'll be on 6, 10, 20, 40 probably.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll catch you on one or two of them for sure. Anyways, we usually do.
Yeah, I should be down there about noon probably.
Yeah, good to know. Good to know. I have noticed that. Well, this morning, for example, between 10:30 and noon. Well, I basically gave up after noon to do something else. But yeah, I got eight contacts this morning with all parks, and just the one in Canada. The rest were in the U.S. And conditions were just great on 20 meters.
Yeah, I didn't fool around too much. I made my contacts with Dave, and that was pretty much it for me today. As far as parks on the air goes.
Yeah. So, what's your numbers now? Where are you at?
What do you mean? Hunted parks? Actually, tell you just, I gotta look. I can't even remember. View profile. Well, it should be a little bit more. 975 might be 976. Let me just get an updated thing here. Yeah, 970. Still spinning here.
Okay, so you're close to 1,000 then. Awesome.
Yeah, 976. Yeah, so 24 more. Yeah, for hunted anyway.
How about activations?
Oh God, I don't know. It's how it goes for QSOs, right? So yeah, whatever that said. I don't know. Hit the wrong button again. QSOs. 1,985.
Now, how many parks did you activate?
Right now, 50. 50 new ones. So that's 50. Altogether, 78. Like a few of them I've worked 2 or 3 times.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations there. You're going to hit the 1,000 any time now. So good for you.
Yeah. And actually, you go to the top activators for trying to stay ahead of all the other Canadians. Hang on here. I was supposed to do a 7-park road today, but I had trouble with the car, so that didn't happen. I'm going to go and do one tomorrow. I think I'm going to do 3 or 4 on Friday, and then probably a couple on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, so if you go to the top activators for 2023, I'm sitting in with no Canadians in front of me. I think I'm sitting in 11th spot. Yeah, 11th spot overall. So that's pretty cool, I think.
Wow, that's awesome. In the 11th in the out of everybody doing them, eh? Wow, congratulations.
Well, yeah, it's only the 3rd week of January, right? That could go real fast as time goes on, and people get out more. And yeah, the closest guy to me, Canadian guy to me, is V3XNS. I think it's Brian. I think his name is. He's he's about 8 parks behind me. So.
Okay. Yeah, I never heard of that call. We'll have to keep a sharp eye there for that call there when we're looking at the parks again. Right on. Okay, Kevin, why don't you take a standby there, please, and we'll see if we can round up someone else that wants to check in for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Please come now. All right, tough crowd tonight there, Kevin.
Yeah. I thought it would talk a little longer and fill in for Mac tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been doing for the whole half an hour. We only had 2 check-ins on the radio. So there's been a lot of talking. I don't know how we're going to keep going for the whole 2 hours. If it's going to be this slow, we might just call it a night early.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I was filling in for John there a few times. Did it for a few months, actually, when John didn't have an antenna or something. But yeah, that's what I did. Just close it early, or just I'd still hang around there, but I wouldn't be looking. Somebody usually pop by. But yeah, that's the whole thing about this photo thing. It's the stats. It's like baseball. They got every stat known to man, right? Oh, ring.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's like here. It's just the stats blow me away. I just cannot believe how they keep track of everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like you listen to a football or baseball game there, and the announcer will say, "Well, this is the 74th time he's hopped on one leg and thrown the ball." I mean, they have so many stats.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah. Anyway, the year is only young. Yeah, so it's Support Your Parks weekend this weekend as well. So, yeah, be sure to hunt, get your Support Your Parks award, I guess you'd call it. Just got to make one contact over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, I usually do mine first thing in the mornings, and then of course starting at 7 p.m. There's all those other contests that I mentioned earlier there. North American QSO Party, but that won't start at 7 though. Most of the they won't start till Saturday morning. Where did I see that? contest. Yeah, none of them start at 7 tomorrow, but the parks will.
On Friday, yeah, Friday evening, yeah, the Parksville, yeah. Yeah, that's what I can't wait for is the Black Event weekend. I'm gonna really get into that one, see if I can do something. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, all kinds of stats to be had if if you just want to know what's going on, and you can check on anybody too, which is kind of cool.
Yes, yes, you can pull up anyone you know. And my mistake there, I thought tomorrow was Friday. Got a little bit ahead of myself. So yeah, starting Friday. Any what do you know the time it's going to start at for being part of the weekend? 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock UTC, or that's 000 UTC 7 till 6:59 p.m. on Sunday evening.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Um, well, maybe I'll get to do the garbage early tonight.
There you go. Look at that. Something to look forward to. Did you get your Discord set up? Everybody's pretty much there. Just can't see who's offline, but oh yeah. No, I don't see your name there, so I guess not.
Yeah, I have not checked that out yet. Been occupied doing a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, for sure we'll set that up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. We did a good job of setting it up, and Dave and Larry and that. Yeah, everybody, a lot of people in there. Paul, Larry, Pierre, Terry, Wade, Albert, Parker. Yeah, a whole bunch of us. So yeah, if you need help hooking it up, let us know. I'll help you out. It's no problem.
Yeah, okay, that's one of the reasons why I kind of haven't done it yet because I want to educate myself. And thanks, Mac, for that comment. Oh, Flynn is in there too. Good evening, Flynn, VE3FJJ, checking in. Okay, sir. We'll put you down in the log. And Mac says it's also support your Hooters weekend. All right. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Mac, for that. So, Flynn, we've got you in the log, VE3FJJ. And whereabouts are you now? How come I can't hear you? You don't have a radio anymore? Oh, well, let's give another. Speaking of stats, max count is 944 hunted. So he's right behind you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it's not a contest, right? That's funny. No, yeah, he's right behind me. Yeah, that's good. We're back and forth. He's you a couple behind me or 20 behind me, a couple behind me. Here or there.
Yeah. Max says, yes, it kind of is a contest. And Flynn does have a radio. Okay, just got home from work, making dinner. Very good, Flynn. All I had today was a sandwich. So I think after I do the trash and that might. I made a nice beef barley soup the other night, so I'm gonna have some of that just warmed up on the stovetop there. Sometimes I try and not use the microwave as much because it actually kills a lot of things that are good for you that are in the food that you're heating up, and microwaving it just kills it. So it's better to just heat it up on the stovetop every once in a while there. Barley sandwich, Mac. Yeah, well, you go right ahead, sir, and enjoy a barley sandwich. All right. Well, let's see if we got anyone else out there who would like to check in via the radio or YouTube here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. Looking for check ins. Please come now.
E3 DJZ.
And we got a winner. VE3DJZ. Huey, come on in. What's shaking?
Oh, nothing much there, Chucky. How you doing? How's everything going?
Oh, all right. Feeling much better now. I was sick as a dog over Christmas with that damn flu cold thing going around, and shook that off now. We're back at 100%. Well, we were never at 100%, maybe 15 years ago. But yeah, been keeping busy. I got a tablet there I got myself for Christmas. Been loading a ton of music on there and enjoying the new live stream. I got Disney Plus there recently. So, yeah, doing a lot of indoor stuff. Although I did install another security camera outside today. So that's my outdoor activities there. How about you?
Well, my back was sore for a couple of weeks through that car when I get my car, and then I was sick for 2 weeks. I'm just starting to get over that right now, so I know how you feel. One thing after another, what's next? I'm just getting back on my feet now. Yeah, man. When it rains, it pours.
Hey, were you down this street today on your scooter?
Nope, buddy. I haven't been out on my bike in about a month.
All right. I seen somebody really quickly on my security camera zipping by there. I thought it might have been you.
Nah, I'm sure if you would have seen it, you would have seen it. You would have seen them. You would have seen me. You go, I know that guy.
Yeah, like I said, it was a quick flash across the screen there, and I was just wondering. But yeah, I think he's just wearing a white T-shirt. I'm like, what? I know it was mild out. It was like +5 today. It only's gone down to 4.5 right now, so really warm out there.
Yeah, I just want to get back normal, man. Like you said, getting sick and all that. Like a month off. I haven't been to work in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that cold and flu thing there just, it was a pretty strong one this year.
We're not getting any younger, man, so we got to take care. Be careful.
Yep, absolutely. I wonder if Kevin's out there. I think he checked in on Arpad's net there, so maybe he'll stop by later. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for checking in, Huey. Much appreciated.
Always listening here, Chuck. You take care. It's always good that you're doing a good job. You're doing an awesome job on here.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. But we are missing some people in action. And so if we don't get too many more check-ins, we'll call it an early night, but I'll probably still be monitoring. But so far, your check-in number 7, Huey, and three of those check-ins are from the YouTube stream there. So thanks again for checking in. Mac is having a barley sandwich with 2 beers in the middle, something like that.
Sounds good. I want sushi, but it's too late.
Yeah. Digestive system wouldn't like that this late at night unless you plan on staying up for quite a while. But anyways, Huey, glad you're feeling better, and hope you heal up soon. And the days are getting longer, brother. We finally saw the sun there for a couple of days, and I think it was out for an hour today, and that's about it. But we're getting there. These are the dark days of winter, and it's to be expected. It's going to start getting cold and sunny out. Usually, when it's cold, it's sunny. So that's going to be coming in about a week or so, I think. Anyways, Huey, thanks again, buddy, for checking in. And do you have anything else for us?
No, just everybody have a good New Year's, and I miss flying my drone. I wish it was nice out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I read something about that. There was a incident. What was it? 2016. Let me get it here. No. Oh, 2018. First drone rescue of swimmers by lifeguards in New South Wales, Australia. They used a drone to rescue someone. I wonder how they did that.
Probably found them and all that. Like you said, when that lady went missing a couple of months ago, about a month ago, out in Ancaster there, by East End there, I flew my drone up there. We were up there at 4 in the morning near Rocco. We were flying around with the drone at night. And Rocco was with the night vision goggles. And we're looking up there and I'm trying to help out.
Excuse me.
Your jokes. I gotta say, I'm out of here, Chuck. I won't be back for last round or anything. Just found out I've got something to do here. Catch up with everybody on that V3 KKP.
All right, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Say hi to Betty, and we'll talk to you again soon. VE3 KKP, VA3 CJZ. And yeah, Huey, I was thinking that a drone might be able to drop off like a lifeboat. You know what I mean? One of those things you pull and it opens up.
Well, depends. Like my drone is almost like 500 kilograms. It's really big, right? So I think it can carry about maybe 2 pounds. Anything like 2 pounds almost, it can carry no problem. I haven't really tried it out, but I think 2 pounds is the weight limit.
Yeah, well, who knows what kind of drones the government has, right? And the lifeguards there in New South Wales, Australia. I just thought that was really cool. So sure, yeah, drones can find people, but it says here first drone rescue of swimmers by lifeguards. Drone rescue of swimmers by lifeguards. I'd have to read the whole story, but I thought it was interesting.
I wouldn't doubt maybe it took a life jacket or something and flew it over there because it's light, right? Lightweight, and it flew it over there or some kind of blow up thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, eh? Anyways, like I said, I'd have to read the entire story there, wherever it is. Okay, Huey, we'll say thanks, my friend, and thanks again for your check-in. So let's see if we can get anyone else out here to check in for the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu. Looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere.
VE3WKG.
Hey, there's a full-strength signal. VE3WKG. Kevin, my neighbor, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Everyone on net there. Yeah, I've been listening along about 15 minutes now. I almost forgot about the net. Yeah, I remember checking in with RPAD then, and I thought, oh, Chuck's net tonight too. And that first when you thought you'd seen a scooter go by, I thought maybe it was me because I was out around dinner time. I went by and came back. Was out at Metro and that did some shopping. And until you said a white shirt, because I didn't have a white shirt on. I had my dark blue plaid jacket on. And I probably did fly by, though. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was around noon time, either before or just after, somewhere around there. Like I said, I was installing a new outdoor camera there, and when I was looking at it, I seen somebody on a scooter go by there. Just wasn't sure, but yeah, some people don't wear the proper clothing. Let me tell you, there's a kid across the street there. Well, he's in his 20s, but he just wears a zip up kangaroo jacket. You know what I mean? That's it. I haven't seen him wear a jacket yet. Mind you, he just steps out of the house and walks into his car, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, did you ever play around on Peanut, Chuck? That program? I think I made a video the other day where Ron on the Mount Ron RM, he was talking to the guy that was setting up Peanut. It's a little radio, and you can go and you apply for your DMR ticket. You got your license, and you might already did. You get like an ID. You go register that. You put it in this Peanut. I was just doing SSTV with a guy in Spain. Spain, EA7AAR manual. Kind of neat. I know it's over the computer and all, but hey, get a good signal.
Oh yeah. I can't say that I have. I did hear you talk about it a few days ago. I think a couple days ago, somewhere, maybe on Arpad's Net or something. But I haven't checked that out yet. No.
Yeah, have you ever bored something to play on? But you can get on RF, like on DMR. I can go on there and talk on the Ontario thing there. Huey knows what I mean. Bunch of talk groups and that all on there. And with the Peanut, you can get on there, eh? As long as you got computer mic and speakers. It's a neat little radio. It's got a needle that bounces around and everything.
No, yeah, right on. Yeah, well, I'll check it out one of these days. There, it's easy to remember. Peanut, and who knows? Maybe late tonight there when I'm sitting here not doing nothing. But can you believe this nice weather we're having there, Kevin? This is kind of like a traditional BC Vancouver winter. Very, very mild.
Oh yeah, I love it. I get to keep around, not going far on it, just shopping and just around within the few bucks. But yeah, it's all right. And then where was it? I was listening today and yesterday in the States there, and they're talking about how it's minus 20, minus 40. I'm thinking, wow, it's beautiful over here. And then I started thinking of global warming.
Yeah, definitely feeling it this year. Well, they're saying every year now is the hottest year on record almost. So it's definitely kicking in and it's noticeable now. That's for sure. But you know these emissions that Trudeau is giving a carbon tax on, they do zero to mitigate carbon emissions. They just tax people on it. That's all they're doing. I know, and I say I don't want to talk about politics, but I'm just saying, if we keep going like this, we're not going to be doing anything to save our planet. Now, there's already a hole in the ozone, they said, that happened not too long ago. And they say it's going to take until, 2040 or so to repair itself.
Yeah, who knows, eh? I don't think we'll have to worry about it. We'll probably be gone by the time it gets bad enough. But I was just thinking, imagine that if we get Florida's weather and they get ours. That'd be kind of cool, eh? By the time I'm ready to retire at 65 or that, it'd be like living in Florida.
Yeah, as long as we get the palm trees and the ocean nearby. That's the only problem, eh? Well, yeah, you could have palm trees around Lake Ontario. There you go. But that's a cold lake. Yeah, I sure love it down south, though.
Yeah, that'd be nice, eh? Going out back, picking fresh oranges and lemons from your tree.
Yep, it's done. I remember when I was where was I? Oh, I was in California. And I was stealing oranges from an orange grove. But I had to be quiet because they had dogs, eh? And if they heard anything, you hear roar, I used to walk away with a bag full of fresh oranges there when I'd pick up my girlfriend from the Olive Garden. She worked at an Olive Garden restaurant, and I'd go in there late at night and grab a few free oranges there.
Well, I bet you had a fresher orange than I ever had in my life then if you picked one off a tree. Probably that come from there. But yeah, I bet you that was good eating. Nice, fresh, picked off the tree orange. It's probably right in the morning time.
Oh, and my girlfriend's parents lived on this street where they had lemon trees on the sidewalk. So around November, around November, December, they ripen their lemons. You could just pick one off the tree. Oh, right on the street, Kevin. That was crazy.
Yeah, it'd be something. I've had a lot of lemons lately because when I go check that pantry and that out, often I find lots of lemons in there. Lots. I mean, lots and lots. So I bring like 10 home at a time. Getting down to the low end of them now. I like cutting them up and putting them in my jug of ice water there. Drink them a couple glasses of that every day. Supposedly it's good for you and good for cleaning out your lungs and that, eh? Probably the acid or the citrus. Well, what else was it? I had a bag of blood oranges. You ever eat them?
Oh yeah, those are good. I know citrus fruits ripen twice a year, Kevin. So once in the summer and then once in the winter, just before winter. So picked off the tree, absolutely. And the best part was I was stealing them. Right, I was getting them for free. But and the excitement of getting chased by a dog. But I did it. That's when I was a kid, though.
Yeah, it's funny how things when they're free or that, or you go and when you're a kid, you go into the farmer's field there, pick the grapes or whatever. They always taste better that way.
Yeah, and in the summer, there's cornfields around Ontario here. You could just pull off the side of the highway, walk up, and grab a couple right off the stalk.
Yeah, not sure. So I was trying to get in there. But yeah, I remember walking up the mountain to my sister's when she lived down Upper Mount Albion. When we'd walk up there, by the time we'd get there, we'd be so thirsty, eh? Upper Mount Albion there in Mud Street. But we seen what was it, cattle corn. So we went and picked a whole big bag, each brought it home. My dad was laughing at us. Yeah, it was horrible, that cattle corn. Not sure if there's another station in there, Chuck. I'll let you check it out there. Net Control, VA3CJZ, VE3WKG.
All right, Kevin. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Do appreciate it. Now, let's see. Is there anyone else out there with a comment or someone who'd like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. Please come now. All right. Well, we so far only have 8 check-ins. I do believe this is the slowest net I've had so far. It's 9:05 p.m. Oh, and the temperature went down from 4.5 degrees to 4.4. Lovely evening out here. I think in Fahrenheit, that relates to 37 degrees Fahrenheit or thereabouts there. I do believe we have Michael, KI5SPA in Arkansas, saying his garden is tilled up already. So, Arkansas does go pretty far down south. So I'm not surprised. Good for you. Just got to avoid those massive floods they've been hitting the U.S. there. Sad to hear that. California was just devastated, and many other parts of the country. So Canada's had its own fair share too. So pretty wild weather. Okay. Well, let's try one more time and see if anyone else is out there would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. Week 1,531 weeks that AREG has been on the air. Anyone would like to check in, please come now.
6 Alpha 3 November Foxtrot,
I did hear Steve in there. Victor Alpha 3 November Foxtrot Golf in the mobile. Okay, Steve, we've got you in the log. Are you just coming home from work?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, just got out of work now.
Copy that. Yep, 9:06 p.m. 9:07 now. Right on. Well, you're making the trip. At first, there was a little rough, but you're coming in much better now.
Yeah, Roger. Gained a little altitude here. Yeah, not much. Maybe 10 feet. We're about to hit beyond.
Okay, I had a trouble copying that last transmission there. You must have gone down in a lower area or behind something that's blocking the signal, but nonetheless, hope you had a good day at work today. It's not, it's been a while now since you've been working late on net night. Usually, lately, you've been home there, especially over the holidays. So, all right, well, we still got a ways to go till 10, but hopefully you're in a bit of a clearer spot now. How you picking me up there, Steve?
No problem. You probably hear me a little bit better now. I was, yeah, you're right. I dropped a few feet in altitude there. I'm just rounding the second on ramp to the link.
Okay. Very good. Okay then, Steve. Well, we'll wait for you to get a little bit closer, and we'll do another call out and see if anyone else is out there would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call in, search VA3CJZ, looking for check-ins for tonight's Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
VE3 PDL.
All right, got VE3 PDL in there. You made it. Good evening, Paul. Come on in.
Oh no. You be quiet. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on net. Hope everybody is well. And just throwing a quick bean in the pot there, Chuck. Watching a movie with the wife. Caught the time, figured I better turn up the volume and throw an extra bean in your direction, sir.
Yeah. I was debating there earlier on shutting her down because nobody was here. It took half an hour just to get 3 check-ins.
Oh, no kidding, eh? Holy smokes.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody's trying to do some cross-banding or something like that. Or is there someone else there wishing to check in? Please come now. VA3CJZ. Oh, I guess not. Well, Mac is on the YouTube live stream with us there, Paul, and he's asking if you finished your short movie.
No, I've grown up now, and I'm taller, and I watch long movies now.
All right. Well, let's see what he has to say about that. So, the YouTube live chat there has been going pretty good. Flynn checked in via the YouTube stream. Wade, Kevin, Michael from Arkansas there that stops by Arpads Net, and who else? Of course, Mac. I think I mentioned him, and so pretty active on the chat. Max says we'll be looking for video evidence of growing up.
No, I can't show proof of that. For legal reasons. So unfortunately, he'll have to just fantasize.
All righty then. Very good. So what's new and exciting with you there, Paul? Anything?
No, not much. Just trying to help Cheech stay on the green side of the grass.
Yeah, I heard there was a need to take him into the hospital or something like that. How did that go the other day?
Well, he didn't go, so today I had to call the police and have them spin by and do a wellness check because he won't answer his phone or his door. He just wants to lay there and die, basically. So I had to have the coppers go over, knock on his door, and make sure he was breathing.
Go rouse him a little bit, eh? Rough him up. Hey, hey, don't forget about us.
Well, they were supposed to go there and hopefully bring the ambulance and then check out his vitals, and they would have seen that he's been having mini strokes there, and but he was coherent enough at this particular time to bullshit the police and tell them that he was fine, and they believed him and left. I don't get it. Like, he needs to get a stent put in his heart because he missed the original appointment. Then they gave him another one. He showed up for that one, but he's too weak physically to survive the surgery. So they said, you got to go home and, get better and eat good and yada, yada. And then you can come in and we can put the stent in. Well, he ain't doing it. He's eating crap dinner every day, and it's like he's given up, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That I guess that does happen. But that's sad, I'm like you, Paul. I don't have. Actually, you have access to transportation more than I do. My wife has the car 6 days a week almost. Um, so it's rough for me to get the car, unless I make a specific arrangement. Otherwise, I'd visit more people more often. But uh, physically, it's not easy to get around and go see guys like Cheech, and bring up his spirits and that. So, oh man, I hope he doesn't give up there. I hope he changes his mind and starts feeling better.
Yep, crazy stuff. I could explain more if we were talking in person, but yeah, for now we'll leave it at that, and I'll let you see if there's any other stragglers kicking around, sir. Thanks for picking me up and letting me participate here. Good job as always there. Chuck and Mac, sit down and have a short break. VE3PDO.
Okay, there, Paul. Thanks for checking in, my friend, and sharing everything with us. Make sure you say hi to Cheech when you talk to him next, please, for me, and tell him to, take care of himself a little bit better. We want him to stick around. Okay, so we'll clear with VE3 Papa Delta Lima and see if anyone else is out there would like to join us here on the AREG, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Going strong now for over 29 years, once a week, every Wednesday, here on 146.430. Anyone else like to check in? Please come now. All right. Well, let's start off with or go back to our list of on this day. We've did the birthdays, the people that passed away. Let's go to big events in history. We always go back to the furthest in time and up to current time. So, first of all, on this day in 1258, the Mongol army of 150,000, led by Hulagu, which is the grandson of Genghis Khan, arrives at the walls of Baghdad. And the city falls February 13th. So, in about 3.5 weeks' time, they take the city of Baghdad. And back then, I believe it was called Babylon. So, there you go. All right, well, let's move up in time now to the year 1733. On this day, the very first polar bear is on exhibition in America, in Boston. So the very first polar bear is shown to Americans, which most Americans don't get to see polar bears up close. All right, moving ahead, still in the 1778 now. Captain James Cook. Captain Cook stumbles over Sandwich Islands. Yes, Sandwich Islands, look it up. They're actually nowadays called the Hawaiian Islands. So Captain James Cook discovers Sandwich Islands on this day in 1778. The very first demonstration of an X-ray machine in the U.S. is made on this day in 1896. 1896, first demonstration of an X-ray machine. And if you're rich and you can afford a Bentley automobile, in 1919, Bentley Motors Limited is founded by Walter Owen Bentley in London, England, 1919. All right. Now, three B-52s set a record for around the world flight. That was back in 1957. On this day, three B-52s go around the world in 45 hours and 19 minutes. And I'm not sure, but I think those refuel in the air. Okay. First African American to appear in the NHL was on this day in 1958. A gentleman named Willie O'Ree. First African American in the NHL, making his debut for the Boston Bruins, and they won against Montreal 3-0. Boo. And PK Subban just retired, I heard. All right. 1964, the plans for the World Trade Center are announced. So Trade Center goes back to 1964 when only the plans, not when it was built. All right, let's go back to wrestling. Two strong men of their days, Ivan Koloff and Bruno Sammartino, both known as the strongest. Ivan Koloff was the strongest man in the world. But in 1971, on this day, the tag team of Ivan Koloff Ivan Koloff beats Bruno Sammartino in New York to become WWF champ. And if you're a fan of Monty Python's Flying Circus on BBC TV, in 1973, on this day, John Cleese aired the final episode of Monty Python's Flying Circus, 1973. All right. And on this day in 1974, the $6 Million Man, starring Lee Majors, premieres on ABC TV. Oh, and you guys remember the Jeffersons? Well, on this day, 1975, the Jeffersons became a spin-off from All in the Family and premiered on CBS. Gold reaches $1,000 an ounce on this day in 1980. Also, in 1980, Pink Floyd's album The Wall hits #1 on the charts. Great album. I love Pink Floyd. Some of the older stuff is a little strange, but that's because they were all on LSD. Okay, let's do one more. On this day, 1980, Studio 54 owners Steve Rubel and Ian Schrager sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for tax evasion. Woohoo! And fined $20,000. All right, so we'll pause there for events in history on this. And let's see if anyone else is out there would like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. This is VA3CJZ. Any new check-ins, please come now. Events on this day, and then we'll go through last round and then wrap it up for tonight. Very slow night tonight. So with that, let's keep going. On this day in 1991, the United States acknowledges the CIA and U.S. Army $320,000 over his career. Basically, the CIA funded Noriega to be dictator of, what was it, Nicaragua, I think? Anyways, we know how Manuel Noriega ended his life. Wasn't that in Syria? Manuel Noriega. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, on the payroll. One of many, I'm sure. Okay, that was 1991. Let's go to 1993. Martin Luther King Jr. Day or holiday observed in all 50 states of the U.S. for the first time. So I'm guessing today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Alrighty then. Let's go back to sports now. Let's do a little bit of old school NBA. Larry Bird, on this day in 1998, returns to Boston as head coach of the Indiana Pacers for the first time, as former Celtics center Robert Parrish is honored by having his number 00 jersey raised to the complete center rafters. So his jersey is retired. Let's jump up to the year 2005. On this day, the world's largest commercial jet, the Airbus A380. The A380 is unveiled in France. On this day in 2016, the world's 62 richest people are now as wealthy as half the world's population. So let that sink in. 62 of the world's richest people are now as wealthy as half of the world, according to a report published by Oxfam. Crazy. And as I mentioned earlier, in 2018, on this day, there was the first drone rescue of swimmers by lifeguards in New South Wales, Australia. Not sure exactly how that panned out, but quite interesting. All right, now finally we have on this day last year in 2022, Microsoft says it is buying Activision Blizzard. That's the publisher Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush for a measly $70 billion. That's with a B. $70 billion, the biggest ever gaming and tech takeover. Now, I'm not sure. It says here that they did go through with it, but that's pretty hefty. And now I hear they're selling office chairs and desks at Twitter. Apparently, he's auctioning off all his stuff to stay in business, I guess. I don't know. But rough times for Elon Musk. Anyways, let's do one final call out, and then we'll go through the list. Anyone else out there wishing to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere. All right, nothing heard. Well, let's go to the top of the list for the 7-3 round, and we're going to wrap things up. VA3 AXJ. Rick, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Chuck. Just waiting for the last round here. And I'm going to be shutting her down. I saw you already called out once when I was changing over radios, but I guess not. Anyhow, slow night. I don't know how many check-ins. I think we got, 8? I think it was 8. 8 total?
10. And I think a couple were on YouTube.
Oh, better than 0, I guess, eh? All right, thanks for doing the net. Kind of interesting, some of it, but I'm just thinking about this room, and it's driving me insane. But anyhow, 7-3 is the BA3 AXJ will be QRT.
All right there, Rick. Don't worry yourself sick there, my friend. It'll all work out. And thanks for hanging in there. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed passing the time along with us. So we're clear with VA3 AXJ. Take care, my friend. Harley going by. All right, well, let's see if Wade happens to be by his radio. I know he checked in both on YouTube and on the radio. He was giving me a mercy check in there because it was a bit slow. So VA3 November Charlie Alpha. Wade, are you still there? Last words?
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCA. Hi, Chuck. Yeah, I'm still listening along. I've been listening along the whole night. A little slow, but you know what? That's okay. 10 people is respectable. Between online and on air. Hi, Mac and Michael, and who else checked in? Flynn online, and to everybody else who checked in on air. Good evening to all. A reminder about this weekend being Support Your Parks weekend, and other than that, I don't think I have much else to add for my 73 round. I will say I did hear Dave today on the air, but unfortunately I was stuck in a meeting. I have to work for a living, and I was stuck in a meeting, and all I could do is while I was on mute have the radio playing in the background. I couldn't very well go off and make contact. So I heard him out there. He was sounding good, and I guess he got his activation done. So that's always a good thing. But I had to just listen, unfortunately. Maybe next time. Thanks, Chuck, for doing it, and I'll send it back to you via NCA for ID.
Absolutely there, Wade. Well, thank you very much for hanging in there the whole time. And now I understand why DJs only work for 4 hours at a time. Doing a lot of talking is not easy, let me tell you. Without leaving too much dead air. That's the name of the game, right? Fill in the dead air. Do appreciate you checking in with us RF-wise and through the YouTube. So thanks, Wade. And yes, this weekend is Support Your Parks weekend. So any check-in with a park will give you a certificate, an award. So there you go. As well as all the other contests that are going to be starting on Saturday, not Friday. All of the contests that I've seen, the big ones anyways, are all starting on Saturday morning. So good luck, and hopefully the HF conditions will be favorable to all of you. All right, so we'll clear with VA3 November Charlie Alpha, and Mac is next on the list. VA3 IMW Mac. Good luck with your endeavors tomorrow. I'm not sure if you're coming back tomorrow or Friday, but nonetheless, not too many barley sandwiches until you're all done. So thanks for checking in with us tonight, Mac. Do appreciate it. You take care and enjoy the rest of your time wherever you are. And then next we have Michael from Arkansas, KI5 Sierra Papa Alpha. Mike, thank you again for checking in on YouTube. Much appreciated. Hope we weren't too boring for you, and gives you something to do anyways, as well as me. So thanks again. So we'll clear with Michael, and then next is VE3KKP. Kevin, are you by the radio? I do believe he said he had to get called away earlier, so that'll be it for him. And then we have Flynn on YouTube. Thank you, Flynn, for checking in. Much appreciated, sir. Um, nice to hear your everything seems to be all right. Next, we have Huey, VE3 Delta Juliet Zulu. Are you with us, Huey?
I go there, Chuck.
All right, buddy. Just wanted to say thanks again for hanging in there and checking in with us. Do you have anything else to add before we move along?
It's always a pleasure checking in with you. I like hearing your updates on all the past things. It's cool. You know, I'm learning a lot, finding all these new stuff every time I check in with you. You always, on this day, so and so forward. It's good. I like that.
Well, I do try and pick out some unique items there, and a lot of people forget history, and it's nice to be reminded once in a while. And so I try and pick out some things that stick out, like inventors, and they've got all kinds of stats on that page I get my info from, and if I were to list everybody, I wouldn't have time to check anyone in. So I'm glad you enjoyed it there, Huey, and thanks for checking in. Much appreciated, my friend.
Yeah, well, thank you, Chucky. A lot of respect. I'm gonna get on my butt tomorrow. Hopefully, it's nice out. I was hearing what Paul said. I'm gonna go over to maybe to what's his name's house tomorrow and try to get him go out for lunch or something. Try to talk some life into him. I don't want to regret it. Wake up the next day, he's gone, right? Knowing that I could try to stop him. So I'm gonna go over and try to talk to him tomorrow. Hopefully, take him out for lunch and give him some energy and try to fight for his life. Don't give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell him, I say hi, and I don't want him. I don't want him to be gone. So, yeah, trying to get some fire in the wire there for him. So yeah, say hi to him for me. All right, Huey. Thanks again, my friend. Anything else?
Well, that's it, Chuck. Take care. Have a good day, buddy.
All right, very good. We'll clear with VE3 DJZ. Next, let's go to Kevin, VE3 WKG. Last round, Kevin.
Yeah, good net there, Chuck. Kind of listening to the DMR and this net at the same time, but catching everything. Got my right ear on this one and the left ear on the other one. Yeah, probably be shutting this down a little bit and heading off to beddy by early. Yeah, tired. So have a good one there, Chuck. Everyone on the net, 73. Take care, VE3 WKG.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Remember, the days are getting longer, and we're going to start seeing more and more sunshine anytime now. But for now, remember, they're calling for freezing rain possible. So when you go out the door, if you're going out early in the morning, be careful what you step on. That first step is a doozy. Okay, Kevin, VE3 WKG. Next, I think it's Paul. No, Kevin, Steve. Victor, Alpha 3, November, Foxtrot Golf. Are you home yet, Steve?
Yeah, Chuck, we're transmitting off portable here. Probably doing better than I was on the mobile, but anyway, yeah, okay. Good net there, Chuck. The bit of it that I did catch. Hopefully we'll catch him there next Wednesday for sure. Back to you there, Chuck, VA3 and MT.
All right, Steve. Thanks again for checking in. Remember, all you need is one park on the air starting from 7 p.m. tomorrow night until 6:59 p.m. Sunday night. Not tomorrow night, Friday. What am I talking about? Friday at 7 p.m. and it will end Sunday. Any one park will get you an award.
Oh yeah, cool. All right. Well, I've got Friday off, so I'm sure I'll get that. I'll get that contact. Hopefully.
Yeah, one Parks on the Air contact will get you an award anytime between 7 p.m. Friday to Sunday night. So good hunting, Steve. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I got there, Chuck, for now.
All right, very good. You first came in at an S9 and you climbed up to like 15 over S9 there just this last time around. So good job on the portable. Those of you who cannot hear the portable, you can hear it on the YouTube live stream. You can play the stream back by using the slider at the bottom. And to do that, just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube YouTube search box and look for us live there. And you can listen to the net there. And that's where you'll hear Steve coming in. All right, last one on the list is VE3 Papa Delta Lima. Yeah. Paul probably thinks he's going to sneak in around 10 to 10 or 5 to 10, but nobody will be here. Maybe I'll be here, but we're going to have the net closed. See, Mac, once again. All right. Shortest 73 round ever. Yes, sir, it is. All right, well, let's try it again. PDL, are you there? All right. Well, it's that time. We'll do one more call out for any last minute check ins for this week's Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. This is VA3CJZ. Looking for any last minute check ins. Please come now. Okay. Mac, you're funny. Yeah, so fast and short. Okay, Mac, and everyone else who tuned in or checked in to the AREG, it's been a pleasure. A little bit slow. Next time, maybe we'll try and have some more different things to talk about. But we always try our best, and it's always a success as far as I'm concerned. What did we end up with? 10 check-ins tonight, including like 3 from the YouTube. That's Michael out in Arkansas, Flynn, and who is the other one? Mac. 3 YouTube check-ins there. So thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. We'll talk to you again soon, and happy hunting on the weekend. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, closing off the net for the night and returning the frequency to regular operation. I'll take a short break and come back. VA3 CJZ QRT.